Hello, this is your host, and in this video we are going to be exploring the dark side of avocado. There are some things about avocados that you probably did not realize or maybe didn't know at all. So before you eat avocado again, make sure to watch this video because there are some very important things that you need to be aware of. We will be talking about how to choose an avocado that is healthy for you and which ones to avoid. We'll talk about what happens when you eat too much avocado, why doctors don't want you to eat avocado, and who should not eat avocado. And by the end of this video, you will know if it is good or bad for you. Make sure to watch until the end. Also, please like and subscribe so that you can help us with the algorithm. Let's begin with the question, what is avocado? But maybe this question deserves to be asked the other way around. What isn't avocado? Because an avocado is actually one giant seed surrounded by a buttery green flesh. That's right, you eat around a giant seed inside of the avocado. And even though it is called an avocado, it is actually a single seed fruit. It contains a large seed in its center. The outer skin is dark purple to black, but the inside has a creamy green color and a texture similar to butter. They are full of nutrients, including vitamin K, vitamin E, potassium, vitamin C, dietary fiber, and beta-sitosterol. Beta-sitosterol is a plant sterol. Sterols are compounds structurally similar to cholesterol. Our bodies can't use beta-sitosterol, so it is considered a type of dietary fiber. Some people think it may improve cholesterol levels, but it can also bind to certain medications, such as those used for high blood pressure, diabetes, and depression. So if you are taking medication, then eating too much avocado may be a problem. Now let's continue with the first reason, bad side of avocado, how to choose healthy avocados. You may not know that not all avocados are equal, and some can be dangerous for you to eat. Maybe this is due to how they grow, or maybe it is due to how they are handled after they are picked. But one thing is for sure, the conventional avocados grown in California have significantly higher levels of lead than avocados from other states or countries. According to researchers from the University of California, Davis, their study showed that Hass avocados grown in California had significantly more lead than avocados from Florida, Mexico, or Chile. And even though lead naturally occurs in soil around the world, California soils, especially near former mining sites, can contain high amounts of it. And when it comes to health risks, lead is one heavy metal you want to keep out of your body. Lead poisoning can cause brain damage, kidney damage, nervous system damage, and even death. Luckily, this is rare in the U.S., where lead contamination of food and water is closely monitored. But studies found that lead is still present in a variety of foods, including avocados. In this study, researchers found that California Hass avocados had up to 4 times more lead than avocados from other regions. However, the overall risk of lead exposure from eating avocados appears to be low based on the average consumption levels reported by Americans. Still, researchers say that those who eat more avocado should consider where they come from. If you are someone who regularly eats 2 or more avocados a week, then you may want to look into where your avocados are coming from and try to buy from organic farms. The next reason is bad side of avocado, which ones to avoid. Although we recommend choosing organic avocados whenever possible, there is one type of avocado in particular that you should avoid eating under any circumstances. It is a type of avocado known as a vomit fruit. This avocado has a slightly different name, but it is not just a silly name. It is actually a very serious matter, because this fruit is extremely toxic, and even eating small amounts of this avocado can cause nausea and vomiting. But luckily, this fruit is quite rare, and if you see it, you should avoid eating it at all costs. These fruits are actually a kind of wild avocado, and they are rarely found in grocery stores. but it is always good to be aware of what to look out for, just in case. If you ever find an avocado that looks normal but has a name tag that says vomit fruit, do not eat it. Even if you cut off the brown skin and only consume the soft inner flesh, the whole fruit is toxic. Vomit fruit is extremely bitter, and it tastes like a combination between a tiny mango and a tiny avocado. Its scientific name is Persicaria prostrata, but it is part of a larger group of plants that include rhubarb and buckwheat. These plants are known as the Polygonaceae family, and the vomit fruit is the only member of this family that is toxic enough to cause vomiting. In fact, all parts of the plant are toxic, not just the fruit. Symptoms usually begin within an hour of eating this avocado, and they last 6 to 8 hours. Nausea and vomiting are the main symptoms, but you may also experience diarrhea, abdominal pain, and headaches. In more severe cases, you may become dehydrated and lose consciousness. Luckily, this fruit is very uncommon, so you probably won't have to worry about it anytime soon. But just in case, here is what to look out for. The vomit fruit grows naturally in South Africa, and it looks a lot like a regular avocado, except for its name tag. If you ever find an avocado labeled as a vomit fruit, do not eat it. If you've never seen a vomit fruit before, it is very unlikely that you will come across one, since these fruits are almost never sold in supermarkets. However, if you live in South Africa, you may occasionally find them growing wild in the countryside. In this case, be sure to avoid eating it if you don't want to feel sick. The third reason is the bad side of avocado: too much avocado. While avocados can be a healthy addition to your diet, too much of anything can be a bad thing. A medium-sized avocado contains about 322 calories, 14 grams of carbohydrates, 29 grams of fat, and 9 grams of protein. Avocados are also a great source of fiber and various vitamins and minerals, including potassium, vitamin K, folate, and vitamin C. However, it is important not to overdo it with avocado consumption, as excessive intake may lead to weight gain and other health problems. Eating too much avocado may cause weight gain, digestive issues, and nutrient imbalances. When consumed in moderation, avocados can be a nutritious addition to a balanced diet. But like with anything, too much of a good thing can turn bad. First, avocados are high in calories, approximately 322 calories per medium-sized avocado. Consuming large amounts of avocado can contribute to weight gain if you aren't burning off those extra calories through physical activity. Additionally, avocados contain a high amount of fat, about 29 grams per medium-sized avocado. While much of this fat is healthy unsaturated fat, consuming too much fat from any source can lead to digestive discomfort and may not agree with some people's stomachs. Finally, avocados are rich in certain nutrients such as potassium and vitamin K. While these nutrients are essential for bodily functions, getting too much of them can disrupt the balance of other nutrients in your body. For example, too much potassium can interfere with the body's ability to regulate fluid levels, leading to swelling and increased blood pressure. Similarly, high levels of vitamin K can interfere with blood-thinning medications, making them less effective. The next reason is the bad side of avocado. Why doctors don't want you to eat avocado. Doctors don't want you to eat avocado because it can interfere with some medications. As mentioned earlier in the video, avocados contain a compound called beta-sitosterol, which can interact with certain medications. For example, beta-sitosterol can bind to statins, leading to reduced effectiveness in managing cholesterol levels. It can also interact with medications for high blood pressure, diabetes, and depression. Additionally, avocados contain high levels of potassium, which can interfere with the body's absorption of other minerals such as magnesium and calcium. High levels of potassium can also lead to an increase in blood pressure, which can be harmful to people taking medications to lower blood pressure. Lastly, Avocados are high in fat, which can lead to digestive discomfort and may not agree with some people's stomachs. This can be particularly problematic for individuals with sensitive stomachs or digestive issues. The fifth reason is the bad side of avocado, who should not eat avocado. People with allergies to latex or certain medications should avoid eating avocado. Those with latex allergies may also be allergic to avocados due to the presence of a protein called profilin, which is found in both latex and avocados. Eating avocado can trigger an allergic reaction in these individuals. Additionally, people taking certain medications, such as those for high blood pressure, diabetes, or depression, should avoid avocados as they can interact with these medications. As mentioned earlier in the video, avocados can also cause digestive discomfort and may not agree with some people's stomachs. This can be particularly problematic for individuals with sensitive stomachs or digestive issues. And that was the last reason. Now it is time for the conclusion. So, is avocado good or bad for you? Well, we've covered both sides of the coin in this video, and it's up to you to decide how you feel about it. But we hope that we helped you make an informed decision. Avocados are a nutritious addition to a balanced diet, providing essential nutrients such as potassium, vitamin K, and healthy fats. However, it's crucial to be aware of potential health risks and avoid excessive consumption. People with allergies or those taking certain medications should also avoid avocados. By following these guidelines, you can enjoy the benefits of avocado while minimizing any potential harm to your health. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that you have learned something new and that you will apply it to your health and well-being. Remember to consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian for personalized advice and guidance on incorporating avocados into your diet. Stay healthy and make informed choices for a better you.